Hey guys, James from Redeye Race Cars. Welcome back to the channel. Like we'd always say, please like and subscribe to our channel. That will help us make some more videos coming down in the future. We have a bunch of things going on in the shop today. We just got some new parts in for the Redeye from Anderson Composites. This 56 Chevy truck, we are now finishing the exhaust on that. And then we're also gonna go over Logan, who just got back from NMCA and also Yellow Bullet. And we're gonna see how his racing went for the last couple of weeks. Logan, what's going on?
James,
you're finally back.
How are you?
Good, man.
Nice to see you again.
Good. All right, guys,
nice
this is Logan. He's been racing for the last 3 weeks. He's been all over the country. He did an unbelievable job. And I think first he's going to go over his car, and then after that he's going to tell us how he did. So if you want, tell a little bit about your car.
Yeah. A lot of you guys probably already heard about me, may have seen me a little bit here and there. My name is Logan Day, work here at Redeye Race Cars. And this is my 2021 Mustang GT that I take pretty much all across the country, racing from different events such as NMRA, NMCA, big events like Texas 2K, Florida 2K, Mod Nats, and a lot of others in between. So this is only my third year doing this, being in the industry at all, much less racing a car. And it's been pretty successful so far. I actually just came back from 3 weeks of racing that have proven to be pretty successful for us. That was a runner-up at NMRA, win at NMCA, and then right after that we actually went to Yellow Bullet Nationals, which is in Maryland, and we actually did decently there. That's a pretty tough crowd, but it was part of the experience. So we went there, did all right, and now we're back here. So after much success, we're going to go through the car, change a few things on it, get it more dialed in for an event that we actually have coming up in 2 weeks, NMCA Indianapolis, and then after that will be NMRA Bowling Green for the World Finals event, then FL2K, after that Mod Nationals, then after that I'll actually be going to PRI for my award ceremony for everything I've done this year. But so that's up to speed on me. I'm only 19 years old for some of you guys wondering. I know I look pretty young doing this, so do the math for you. I've been doing this since I was 17. So pretty nice to get into it this early on, and just excited to see where it brings me. But let's go ahead and go over the car and show you guys more about it. So again, Ford Mustang 2021. A lot of things have changed on this car since we first bought it. Now it has an FFRE built motor with ported heads and cams, topped with a 3.8 liter Whipple supercharger. Behind that, we actually have an ATF Speed built Turbo 400 that's paired to the car, to the motor. For the front end, we have Keltrack front suspension shocks. Those are just Vikings that are valved a little bit differently, more specifically for this car and the way it's set up. And with that, we also have a AA Performance front K-member. That saves us a ton of weight off the front end, which these cars aren't that heavy, but going from factory 3,800 pounds to now we're at 3,200 pounds, only about 3,470 with me in it, it makes quite the difference. But so this is the setup on the car. All the carbon fiber that you see on the car, minus the wing, is all Anderson Composites. That includes hood, trunk, along with doors. A lot of that we paint match just for style. But yeah, and if we go into the inside of the car, you guys will actually see kind of the cockpit and what we kind of got going on. We just came back from an event, so we do still have some of our luggage, as you can say, some of our gear and race equipment in the vehicle, but we've got Race Tech carbon fiber seat for the driver, and then for some of these classes, they do require a passenger seat. So because of that, we actually went with a bucket style Race Tech seat to kind of match our driver's seat that we have here. We don't really like to do things that are far apart or not similar. So as you can also see, this car no longer has the 10-speed transmission. As I mentioned, it now has a Turbo 400. That is an M&M reverse pattern shift for the car works great. A lot of these cars you see guys either pushing the shifter away from them or pulling it. This style, you're actually pushing it away. More of a preference for me as a driver, but that's what we got there. And yeah, so there is a lot, but at the same time, there really isn't a whole lot about this build. It's not necessarily anything, should I say, special, especially in the Mustang world, but we got quite a few trick parts on it. If you come to the back of the car, this car has actually still got independent rear suspension. A lot of these cars, especially going as fast as we're going, mid-8s, hopefully very soon, high 7s or mid-7s. But a lot of these cars usually do a straight axle rear conversion. This still has independent rear suspension. Still kind of a big deal, because a lot of people, when they see the car, one of the first things that they ask is if it's a straight axle swap or if it's still IRS. A lot of them are pretty surprised when I tell them it's still IRS. But with that, we do have Keltrack flipped or reverse rear shocks on the car, so pretty similar to what we have in the front. And we have a lot of BMR suspension parts, along with a few mixed in Steeda parts, such as a differential brace. But yeah, so this is the car. This is what I travel across country racing in. This car's had a pretty successful 3 years, such have I. And yeah, so look forward to a lot more. I don't know where this car is going to go from here. Currently, it is set up to run the 860 class for NMRA and NMCA. There's a few other events that also have an 860 class. A lot of them, though, have an 850 class, which is actually what we ran in at Yellow Bullet. So that's where the car kind of sits. We can turn it up for events such as FL2K or Texas 2K, events that we want to go faster or that we need to go faster. And for events like that, such as this year's Texas 2K 2024, this car is actually the runner-up finish car in the street car class. And we did I think it was an 834 at about 173 miles an hour. And for some of you guys at home might be saying, mile an hour and time doesn't really match. This car, the way it's set up currently, is still relatively new for us and for the car itself. This car has only been together less than a year now with this setup. So there's still a couple things such as gearing for the transmission, converter, stator that we're still trying to figure out and get sorted. So hopefully once all that comes around, we'll be in the 7s. So, but right now, best pass this car's ever had, or I've ever had, was an 830 at about 173 miles an hour. So
that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, this car really gets after it. And listen, we've made a lot of improvements on it. There have been a lot of things that just needed to be just tweaked. I mean, the car is a perfect car. I mean, Mustangs are great. That's why you see so many of them out there. Just a couple of little bugs figuring out the rear end gearing, the transmission gearing, and really the converter to get it to be consistent. You know, when you race in bracket class, consistency is everything. So like he went out to Yellow Bullet and he's trying to run, normally runs 860s, he's got to run 850s to qualify. And what was it, 8554 was the
Yep,
the
that was the cutoff for it.
I mean, these guys are absolute professionals. And I told him, I said, you should go there because that's like the best 850 class out there. And you know, the first couple of days, what, you ran in the 840s, right?
Yep, 840s. We did do an 852 in testing, but with the change of weather up north, it was kind of hard to get it close to that 855 or 854
right, because you only had 1 day. You know, running 1 day and changing times is hard enough, but when you have to guess on the next day and the DA, you have one qualifying pass to go to try to hit a number where 8554 is, I mean, that's really hard to do. I mean, you know, those guys that's all they run, it's a little bit easy for them. If it was an 860 class that he had to go into, well, then he would have the advantage because that's what he does all day. So we're really proud of him. Listen, he came runner-up, he won an event, and he got to experience Yellow Bullet, which is a huge event. We're super proud to have him on board with us, and he's doing a phenomenal job here. I mean, he works, you know, basically all in his own car here. He does everything himself, and you can't really say that with a lot of people that are racing. I mean, like me, I don't work on my car at all. So I have other people to work on it, and you know, his next evolution is the car that we're building over here. So, you know, we have the Mustang that we'll be going over that is going to be a full-fledged race car, and we'll be going a lot faster than what this car goes. So he'll be growing into that vehicle, and we'll be going.
Logan is the driver of that car.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes, so I'm looking,
big
step, very big step there. I'm very much looking forward to that. It's going to be hard to not be wheeling dealing this thing, but it'll still be around and probably still set up for 860 class even when that car is done. It doesn't make any sense to have two cars set up the exact same way. So But yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. That's gist of me. It's the gist of the car. 3 weeks of successful racing, a lot more to come, a lot more in the past. So yeah, if any of you guys want to kind of follow what I'm doing separate from the shop, my Instagram and Facebook are both under Logan Day Racing. I also have a YouTube channel that I'm starting, also Logan Day Racing. So you guys can kind of find me all over the place, both online and in the real world. Because again, this car goes all over the country, going to a bunch of different race events, a bunch of different race series, and really anywhere we can find the race. So yeah, and kind of like how James said, this is my home base now, Redeye Race Cars. I love it here. I've been here since the beginning of this year, 2024, and I love it. So I've been learning a lot, doing a lot here, not only to my own car, but to a bunch of the projects that you see here in the shop. So it's been quite the experience, and yeah, I look forward to it. All right, well, that kind of does it for my car. Shall we go back over to yours and see all the new carbon fiber goodies and parts you got coming in?
Yes, let's go find out what we got.
This is how you ship carbon. This box is huge.
This is the front lip. Yep, this is the front lip here, so we're gonna go ahead and unpackage it, make sure everything looks nice with it. So far, all the pieces have been pretty good quality, so we're looking forward to putting all this on the car and getting it all put together. So it should have come out really nice. Carbon touches to the car really give it its style. So excited to see all this put together, and yeah, I think it'll look really nice on the car. So we'll see how it goes.
You a fan of carbon fiber?
I do like carbon fiber.
Looks good, saves weight.
Yep.
One of the best ways to go. So.
Shit like that.
Not really a big deal.
Right, I ran 2 fans.
Right, and so we had a lot of that. And
Which way you want to go?
virus suspension.
Not much.
And just a bunch of carbon.
Yep. As you can see.
So we've got carbon side skirts, we've got the front lip. What else
Yep.
do we have that's carbon? Is there more?
So we also got carbon fiber doors on the car as well. Got the hood going on, rear diffuser, side skirts, lip, caps. Yeah, kind of going carbon crazy on the car. We got carbon fiber door panels in the car that go really well with our custom door handles as well. So all that was carbon fiber door panels, and the handles are all made in-house. So there's a few other things that we're going to try and whip up for the car and kind of add to the car and add to all the carbon fiber craze on it. But yeah, there's a few things such as that, carbon fiber door handle covers, mirrored caps, as well as a fuel cover cap too.
Just a bunch of carbon.
Anywhere we could put carbon, we did. So it's coming together pretty nice, and I think all this will be a really good touch for the car and also save weight. So 2 benefits there. Get this thing rocking and rolling here soon, and you guys will see us out at the track.
Hey Rachel, so what's going on with this truck? I know a lot of people have been asking about this truck for a while now.
Danielle brought it in a couple of weeks ago to get her exhaust modified. It's a 1956 Chevy 3100. It's beautiful, top to bottom. I really like this truck. We've started so far. We've worked from the front to the mufflers, and now this week we're going to finish it up by going from the mufflers back to the exit.
Okay, so full exhaust is getting done.
Full exhaust.
Okay.
Yep.
So let's see where we're at with the progress on the exhaust. We'll go from there.
Awesome. I just want to know, and then I'm curling.
Saying to you it's gonna come down like this.
So I really don't have to worry about that. And then I'm coming up here. The bend down.
You're gonna want to be like, I like it more like this. You know what I mean? So if you was something like that, it almost runs straight.
Yes.
And then you'll just add to this.
Yep. Okay.
You know what I mean? You're gonna end up with probably this much more here.
Right, get rid of the bend here, and just go straight.
Right.
Try to
You
catch
could
it.
just add that, because then I'll slash cut it.
Okay.
Which again, that you're gonna show her a pick first.
Yep.
And make sure she agrees that that's what she's looking for.
Okay. But I'm not coming out with a bend. I'm coming out straight. You're just gonna slice it flush to the corner.
Right, I'm saying I think she wants it to be something like this.
Yep.
Then it could either be slash cut, straight cut, she could put a kick on it.
Yep.
I don't care, she could do, once we're at the end,
Yep.
she could pick,
Okay.
which I don't care, she could show up and,
Good.
you know, look at it.
Yeah.
Now, I just need to get this far.
Yep. Okay. All right. So I'll put
And
that
then you
together.
gotta put the hanger.
So really, I'm just following these two lines you have here. That's the angle I'm coming out at.
Right, you're forcing it straight. I'm telling you, I want it angled. You're between the two.
Okay, hold on, because that's. I'll just make a line there. So I know I want to come out that way. Then I'll just follow that.
Right, you need to come straight to at least here.
Mhm.
So put that on first, and then we'll mess with this.
Okay.
Get the straight.
Okay, you got it.
Sounds like we have a game plan.
Yeah. Yeah, we're getting there. It's coming together. So now we're just gonna finish up the back end of Danielle's truck. And the front part is all done, which came out really nice. I like the way it came out. It just lays out really smooth and symmetrical. And here we are back here. So she wants more of a finish, like coming out on this kind of an angle. So Mark will finish that off for me. But from here, I'm going to connect back here and go up that way.
Over the wheel.
Over the wheel. Yep.
Also, those are interchangeable pieces.
They are. This way we don't have to cut all pieces up. They come in whatever center line you want. Right now I'm using a 5-inch center line. Maybe not. Not that piece. I think it's cool because I could put something together and then ask Mark if he likes it or not without having him to be here the whole time. I could put it together, he likes it, it's great, and then we'll go to metal, or he'll tweak it just a little bit to make it work better. So for me, it's easier, and I don't have to have him over here 24 hours.
More exhaust components.
More exhaust components. Right now we're just going to clean them up for fitment, make sure they're good to go. Hey Dustin, thank you.
Hey, Dustin, I saw this over here. I wanted to ask you because I was told that this is your creation. What is this?
So, when we're cutting pies in the pipe, these sections here, before we'd have to do it by hand, and you're trying to hold it steady and true, and it's really hard. So this way, you have your pre-bent pipe, you can stick it in there, mark whatever sections you want, here and here. So I can mark the top so I have a line to follow, and this will cut the pies for me. But it's nice because it'll keep it from rolling, it keeps it nice and contained, that way you have a nice true cut.
Dustin's tool is a lifesaver, time saver. It's in everything.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I'm so appreciative of it. You know, without it, sometimes I might not stay on a straight line, but with it, it's nice and smooth. Good.
Alright, let's see if this fits. Yep, that'll be perfect. All good.
Good?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Welded up.
Okay, awesome, thank you.
More beautiful welding shot time?
Yep.
Beautiful welding shot.
Okay, so Mark finished welding this V-band to the straight pipe, so we're gonna go ahead and put this in the car. We'll finish up the driver's side, and then we'll start going on the passenger side. And then that's a wrap, and she's done.
All right, guys, that's going to pretty much wrap it up for today. We went over Logan and his car. Rachel is finishing up the 56 Chevy. She's almost done with the exhaust. We showed you the new carbon fiber parts that came in for Anderson Composites. Remember, we are now a dealer for Anderson Composites. If you need anything, please go to our website or give me a call and we can help you out with that. And please remember, always like and subscribe so we can make some more content for you guys. So thank you very much from all of us here. We appreciate your time. Have a great day.